In 2017, Grand Seiko announced its separation from Seiko as an independent luxury watch brand focused on high-end watches. While the Swiss competition for the growing Japanese brand is plentiful, few watches offer as much detail and craftsmanship at their respective price. Grand Seiko continues to innovate both its movements and designs. They've released a number of well-regarded models, many given clever nicknames like the Snowflake, White Birch, Cherry Blossom, and so on. Let's take a closer look at some of the best 5 Grand Seiko watches currently on the market. The SBGM 221 is a GMT, the traveler's watch. In true GS fashion, the SBGM 221 has a case that is well designed and proportioned with sharp, faceted lugs and Grand Seiko's notable Zaratsu finishing. The juxtaposition of sharp, flat edges against smooth, curved, polished surfaces creates a case that is not only extremely beautiful, but also comfortable. The dial is a beautiful, warm ivory, contrasting against the Zaratsu finished hour hands, hour markers, the navy 24-hour inner track, and heated blue hand. The 9S66 automatic GMT movement housed inside has a 72-hour power reserve, is built in-house, and is well decorated. Very few Swiss brands can say the same with their watches at a similar price point. The movement is a true GMT, with the ability to independently set the time-hour hand without affecting the GMT hand. This is perfect for travelers. Just set the hour hand to the local time at your current location and to the time at home. The SBGM 221 is a dressy watch, the kind that would typically be reserved for special occasions. But it's so detailed, you'll likely want to wear it every day. Its 30-meter water resistance is a bit lacking, so you'll want to avoid getting it wet, and especially swimming with it on. So it may not be a true one-watch collection, but you're inevitably going to find excuses to wear it, noticing subtle new details each and every time you look down at your wrist. With that said, it's a stunning piece that embodies the GS design philosophy, offering a level of sophistication that few other brands at this price can compete with. The Grand Seiko Snowflake SBGA 211 is based on the first of its kind, defining model of the brand, the SBGA 11. Released globally in 2010, the Snowflake texture dial instantly became a fan favorite and is easily the most recognizable watch from the brand to this day. The 41mm high-intensity titanium case is hand-finished with a mirror-like polish that the brand calls Zaratsu. The Zaratsu process takes 3 years to master and is designed to help the watch catch and reflect light perfectly. The icing on the cake, or perhaps even the main course of this watch, is the movement inside. The Grand Seiko 9R65 spring drive movement uses mechanical, magnetic, and electrical energy, making it neither a mechanical nor quartz watch. The result is the only watch with a truly sweeping second hand that doesn't just beat multiple times per second like a mechanical watch, giving the impression that it's sweeping. No, it truly glides. At under $6,000, and the Grand Seiko Snowflake is one of the most innovative and beautiful watches in this price range, and perhaps all of watchmaking. While many Grand Seikos lean more dresser than sporty, the SBGB 245 flips that on its head. With the robustness of a tool watch and the elegance of, well, a Grand Seiko, versatility is an understatement. Built for an active lifestyle, the deep brushing across the case and bezel are meant to hide scratches, although the razor-sharp edges of the bezel tend to ding easily. When it comes to sports watches, the more beat up, the better, as each battle scar tells a story of a personal adventure. Although you wouldn't typically associate a high-end watch with a quartz movement, the Seiko 9F82 isn't your run-of-the-mill quartz. It has the same level of innovation and even finishing that you'd expect from Seikos: spring, drive, and mechanical movements. If you want a Grand Seiko as unique as it is durable, built to withstand any adventure, and finished to Grand Seiko's standards, but with a worry-free, high-end quartz, the SBD 245 has little competition. Nothing is perfect, but the SBG 231 is as close to perfect as a classic three-handed dress watch can get. At just over 37mm, its dimensions are classic and tasteful, a design philosophy clearly demonstrated across the entirety of the case and dial. A simple ivory dial sets the tone, allowing the beautifully finished and angular case, handset, and hour markers to do all of the talking. In many ways, its perfection is what's left out from this watch, rather than what's included. The caliber 9S64 mechanical movement housed inside is said to be buttery smooth when hand-wound and is beautifully decorated. Viewable through the see-through display case back, one can easily see where GS puts their care. Not just the build quality or design or finish, rather all of the above. The SBGA 463 is everything you could want from a dive watch and more. Its ISO specification is a testament to Grand Seiko's desire to design and build a dive watch that is equally legible and robust. With 200 meters of water resistance, a screw-down crown, and resistance to magnetism, the dial is extremely legible with a brushed handset and luminescent hour markers framed by mirror-polished facets, though it manages to maintain a sense of elegance, just a little less utilitarian-looking than its Swiss counterpart. The case is finished with both brushed and Zaratsu mirror finishing, which initially may sound like an odd choice for a tool watch that is likely to see some battle scars. But the high-intensity titanium case is stated to be more scratch-resistant and 30% lighter than its stainless steel counterparts. A titanium dive extension clasp that allows for easy bracelet size changes on the fly completes the package. The spring drive movement, now housed inside, is the cherry on top.